Oh yeah, those stores. Oh yeah, I use those stores to their best ability because they're not gonna do good versus lurkers. There was no way that I could do anything versus lurkers. And if I didn't do anything early on, they would pretty much take their time as they do their attack. When I went with the Thors, they had no choice but to engage right now, right now. Like, oh shoot, let's go now. You know, it's giving me no time to actually just chill and have a pina colada while I do this. So you go check this base.
Base is under attack.
I had to watch it. He's gonna go Nidus Swarm on me.
Justice be done. Command me.
And that's where we're gonna go in. I'm gonna scout the layer tech. Yep.
I am here in the shadows. Ula Sadari. Orin Shisa. Your probes are under attack. Por Artanis. On guide. Paradakral. Antara Tassaka. We are at full power. Your probes are under attack. Justice be done. We Naku Afar.
I am the heart of
Prismatic core online. Undercool Hurrah.
Na Adan Atu. Kasar, Datum.
Our pylon is under attack.
Kas Arashra. Haradakural.
He's gonna go mute us.
Annihilation commencing.
We are the blades of power.
Phase crystals. Zak Naku Afal.
Teleport successful.
Channel the light of iron. It shall be done. We are
Where you are. Non-protocol. I stalk through the stars. I will comply. Teleport successful. Warp field online.
Base is under attack.
Time for battle. The skies limit. On the wings. Zero back. Cry on. Not for long. Non-protocol. Where do our enemies lurk? I
Our pylon is under attack. Mineral field depleted.
Time for battle. Teleport successful.
channel the light of iron. Phase crystals charged.
Zeravac, cry on! Warp field, I am eager to strike. Understood. Anan, Zeravac, cry on! Teleport successful. Warp field online. Where do our teleport successful? I will comply. Time for battle. On the wings of just I am eager to strike. Non-protocol. Skies await. Zeravac, cry on. I stalk through the stars. Not long. Or on me. I will comply. On the wings of just
Got him. What time zone? Pacific Standard Time. It's 2:15 in the morning right now. Yeah, they tried. I was able to read it. It's all about reading the plays. So I'll show you how I read it. So first, pylon first, right? Then get a forge. Go to his base. If he doesn't have a hatchery by the time that happens and he's about to get it, pylon block it. Go inside here to check the timing of the pool, but this map is a little special. This map has two gases right next to each other, and when they have two gases next to each other and the Zerg is trying to go for a hatch first, what ends up happening is that Zerg still needs the money, wants to go over here and make a hatchery, and once they make the hatchery, they'll eventually get all the pool and the gas. But the gas should come up. They should get the gas at least. But they usually don't expect you stealing both gases. So I come over here. I know he's going to go make a hatchery. And then boom, I make those two. Now, this is not that bad. It's not that good. It's not that bad. But if you, because Zerg should do things without gas. So how do I make this really good? I cannon the front. If I cannon the front, even if I cannon this afterwards, that means that they can't just take this base right away and they have to transition into something. They have no choice. They have to transition into a follow-up, a one base opener. And by doing that, you eliminate them from going for another base too early. So I'm stealing the gas. They're like, oh, it's okay. I'll just make an expo. Or it's okay. I already have this hatchery anyways. He doesn't even know that I have another hatchery.
You have my curiosity. Now you have my
So I checked the timing of the pool. Thanks for the follow. DVA, SE2. I checked for the pool just to make sure what the timer is. I'm still have plenty of time. So I make these two cannons. The reason why I like making these cannons is to defend the lings that come out eventually and keep the hatchery, but it's also just to kind of keep the overlord at bay right here. The overlord would normally be like, oh shoot, let's check what he has right here, and normally not over here, but sometimes they do check over here just in case. In this case they did. So your pylon goes up and the cannon comes up a little bit later because you don't want it before they can cancel it. You know they might cancel it. There's a chance that they might cancel it. So I make just enough to cancel this if they ever do keep it. Now guess what? He cancels it, and then these cannons, they can't do much. So that's the reason why this is an important part of the play. The fact that we got this locked down before we even did this one means that if this one fails or succeeds in a way by having them cancel and slow down the game, it actually it fails in this case a little bit because we can't kill it. Instead, they have a way to transition a little bit better by making a hatchery at the main base and then going, okay, I'll make a hatchery in the main base, get 2 hatcheries, double production, double queen production, and such and such. So that's why this is so important. It keeps them from just going, oh, okay, I'll just leave and then I'll take this base afterwards. So then now it's about following the drone. Now the drones like to go over to areas where there's a high ground, because with the high ground you can lose the probe. You could also lose it in between the shrubs. So there's like a micro in between your build order. As you're doing your build order, you have to make sure that the drone's not going into those dark areas, or you got to just keep following it. You have to move forward so that you can get the high ground and just keep scouting it, because the Zealot can't chase it because the Zealot's too slow. The drone's faster than the Zealot, so you'll outrun the Zealot. Then the Zealot's like, where did it go? I don't know where they went. The drone's too fast. But the probe is just as fast as the drone, so you always just make sure the probe is the one chasing it. It's like, no, this is the probe's job. Chase it, and when you find it, the Zealot, as slow as it is, it'll find it. It'll go over there as long as the probe is chasing it. You'll always have vision. See right there? That's another spot that he tried to go through. We passed it again so that we can get the vision. He's like, shit, that didn't work. Let me find another spot. And so he's going to try to use the high ground again. And he wanted to take the base right here. So I saw the lings came, right? He wanted to send the lings down so he can deny this probe and make the hatchery here. And like I said, that's what the Zealot's for. Remember, the Zealot's supposed to chase and follow it? Well, there goes the Zealot. It's chasing the drone because the probe is chasing it, and we got vision. So there it goes again. Here, I'll follow the drone. Zealot, you're too slow. Let me follow it. And I made this cannon just in case he tries that again. If he tries that again, that means he has to make it somewhere else. But he's not going to make it so comfortably here. I can sacrifice a little bit of minerals. But I never have to. I always have to make sure I know what he's doing in regards to, like, what's he doing on that follow-up. You know, what's he doing with that base. So again, high ground vision. We go up again, and he's like, oh shoot, I'm not losing him. Again, he's trying to lose me here. And nope, can't lose me. He's like, shit, okay, let me try another spot. You know, and constantly just trying to, like, lose me on the There he goes again. He's gonna try to lose me here. They do it on purpose when they go to the shrubs and the high ground. You know, this is a two gap location. You can miss them here and you can miss them up here because there's like a little, you know, blind spot, two blinders. So guess what? The probe goes forward and again goes forward, and then there we go. We got the vision again. And then again, I chase his ass again. Hey, what up, Crypt? Until that happened. Then the lings kicked in. But guess what? Those lings kind of gave me the hint that there's going to be mutas. There was a high probability, based on the Roach Ravagers not coming in and the Nidus Worm not coming in, that it's going to be a muta play. So these lings kind of gave me the story. And I already came with the probe. I already went up the ramp just to check if there's a layer tech. So I knew there was a layer tech. So what I was doing here, I was scouting this area for the Nidus. It's not here. I was looking for the Overlord. I can't find it. Stalker's right here checking for the Nidus. Can't find anything here. So if it's not a Nidus Worm, and there's a lot of lings, but no other units gas-wise, mutas, ling mutas. This queen right here gave it away that this hatchery was here. I wouldn't have found this hatchery that quick. I still would have probably scouted inside and checked around before anything, because I still need to know what's going on.
This is your last chance. After this,
What up, Racing? Racing? Is it Racing?
Blue pill. The story ends.
So yeah, that queen gave me a
Whatever you want.
heads
You
up.
take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep
No.
the rabbit hole goes.
Yeah, I started Phoenixes. Well, it's usually Void Raid Phoenix. I don't start mass Phoenixes until I get a few Void Raids so that you can kill the hatchery. So the Void Raids are to kill the hatchery. The Phoenixes are to pick up the queens. And then if they go mutas, then you keep going with more Phoenixes. If they go corruptors, you go with more Phoenixes. That's the trick. It's, you see corruptors, you have to go more Phoenixes. But you have to get it with range, because if you get into a point where they're not that economically healthy, they can't make as many corruptors, but you can make more Phoenixes, which means you'll beat them in the numbers and the micro. So there's like a little trade-off on both sides, but yeah, because what happens is if they go corruptors and you go void raids, they'll switch it up on you and go mutas afterwards. Now they have muta corruptor, and then they'll kill your void raids because mutas counter void raids. So, and then corruptors counter phoenixes. So if you don't have anything that counters both of them together, then you're dead. So that's why you can't just go, oh, he went corruptors, now I'll go void raids and counter the corruptors. That's a bad choice. Very bad choice. Yeah, Racing, thank you so much. It's AA Ron? Wait, are you AA Ron? What up, Bevrax30? Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out how to do like more of a early aggro into him overreacting and then me droning up. We'll figure out what the count's gonna be. That was the goal. And then the queen ninjas are gonna be the one that's supposed to help me drone up quicker. What I'll do next time is I won't engage, but I'll kind of engage. I'll engage only enough for him to keep reacting, and then I'll pull back. Check for the pool. He's gonna cancel. You know he's gonna make a hatchery right here, right? He wants to.
Command me. My meditation is over.
Our pylon is under attack. Our pylon is under attack.
Let's go void rates.
Base is under attack.
Fool. Time teleport successful.
For iron, we are in power.
Teleport successful. Anon or call.
Phase
Warp field online. The skies await.
Mineral field depleted.
I am eager to strike. Time for battle. I stalk through the skies of warp field online. Time for battle. On for call. On for warp field online. Understood. I will comply.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Where do our enemies
phase crystal.
The skies await.
Dimensional strings attuned. The threat. Oracle perceiving.
I am time for battle.
An air.
The skies await. Zerg. Time for battle. I am eager to strike.
You seek guidance. Our wind wash. The stars align. Dimensional strings attuned. How can I lead you? Our fates are one.
I stalk through the storm.
The threads of fate lie there. Oracle perceiving. I see.
Phase crystal.
Where do I? Zerg. Cry on.
Mineral field depleted.
An Aerodine.
Anon for call. Understood. I am eager to strike.
Dimensional strings attuned. Let us begin our windows. How can I? You seek guidance? The stars align.
Warp field online.
Oracle perceiving. Nazuta. Dimensional strings attuned. It is destined.
The skies await. Na Farosh. Time for battle. For honor. Zerafek, cry on. Engaging the enemy. I am eager to strike. Understood.
Oracle perceiving.
Going a lot of hydras.
An AOD Let us begin.
Time
You seek guidance? Harmonized.
the sky.
Oracle perceiving.
Understood.
The threads of fate lie dimensional strings attuned. Our window is short. An Aerodine Rashagal. I see. The stars arise. It is destined. You seek.
Our pylon is under attack.
I am here in the shadows.
The threads of fate drive in our window. The enemy has discovered us.
Let our enemy know our fury.
You seek guidance?
I am here in the shadows.
Our pylon is under attack.
An Aerodine Rush.
I am here in the shadows.
I see. Let the threads of fate lie bare.
Mineral.
Our window is short. You seek guidance?
I am cold is the void. I am here in the shadows.
Let us begin. Our window is short. The threads of it is destined. You seek guidance. We interpret.
Your probes are under attack.
An Aerodine Rashagal.
Mineral field.
I am here in the shadows.
An omen.
You catch me slipping. Oh. Hero shield battery indeed. Yeah. So I'll explain to you the build. Oh. So we start off with the pylon. We go over and scout him. He makes a hatchery, so we go up the ramp, scout for the pool timing. Pool timing is a little, right here. So we're good. Okay. At 120 is when I go and make the pylons. So Overlord is gonna check on me and make the cannons at the bottom. These cannons are usually at this timing because you don't want to make them ahead of time. And the hatchery, what you want to do is the science between 1 minute and 20 seconds at a pylon as a pylon start is the fact that when you do it at minute and 20, it's still ahead of the time of the lings, but you do it later so that the hatchery is harder to decide what to do, because if the hatchery is like almost done, right, and then your cannons are getting shown that you're doing it, time is everything. So you're like, Oh, now I gotta make a decision at the end? I'd rather have made a decision in the beginning, or in the middle at least, or somewhere right here in the yellow. I didn't want to make a decision of canceling or not at the end of it. And so that's a tough decision for us. Or do you want to do it now or later? Because even though it's already late, and so that's why I do it at a minute and 20, so that by the time I do this, I just want to say thank you. You've played it. You've played, and inspired me to get back into streaming. Nothing good mind you, but I will get better. Hey, there you go. The Conrise. The biggest thing that I think the viewers enjoy is that you're working hard and trying. You're having fun at the same time. As long as you're having fun, trying to get better, you can't go wrong with streaming because as you're having fun, people like to be around having fun. So whether you win or lose, as long as you can, you know, educate it in your side, it's not a bad thing. A lot of people think, oh shoot, I lose, I lose. Nobody wants to see me lose. It's not necessarily the fact that they see you lose. It's the fact that you're having fun and you're trying things or you're getting better, and people don't want to play or can't play right now. So if they like your enjoyment, then they hang out, and then you can create a community. So yeah, just have fun, and explore. This game's already hard as it is. The good thing is as you get better, you're still matched up with people in your level as you grow. So wherever you're at, you could have fun. But at no matter where you're at, there's always somebody better than you. Or if someone's better than you at that game, they made the right choices. You have to learn what to do next. Like, what should I do here? Where do I get stuck? Those take a long time to find out where you're actually slowing down or not. Once you get there, then you start enjoying it more, and they start salting. But yeah, just have fun. But that's awesome. I'm glad you're giving it a shot. So the cannon up here is just to make sure there's any kind of like spine crawlers, we can slow it down, and then we make the two cannons. The hatchery cancels, takes off, right? So we know that there's a drone missing. Well, in this situation, I put the probe here so that he can't make it here. The only place he could try to make it if he wants to make an expo is, guess where? Right here, where there's a probe right here, ready to go. So now that we have those two areas, we know he's not going to take an expo. We know he's not taking it because he should have taken it right now. That's why this probe already assumes that the hatchery is going to be right here. And he's going to do like a spine crawler or some type of ravager play and use that as just to keep making queens or whatnot. So I already expected it. Do I worry about him making it at the high ground? Not really, because what happens is what they want to do is they want you to make a pylon, make some cannons. They want you to waste income is what they want you to do. And when you waste income and then they go for a roach ravager rush, guess what? The ravagers will kill the cannons. So if you don't have anything for the ravagers, then you get wiped out. And so that's where this hatchery is like a fake. It's a fake to make you spend money. Forget your transition kind of thing, But me, I stick to my transition. Got my cybernetics core. Gonna get my pylon right here and get the void raids. And then I got the zealot. Remember the zealot that chased the drone last time with the probe? Well, that's the zealot that comes in and takes care of the hatchery. So that zealot does his job. The probe did his job. So couldn't do anything with the hatchery. Couldn't do anything with that drone. So now we're stuck at ravagers. Now we know he has to go ravagers. Now I wanted to stall a little bit longer, and the way I stall a little bit longer is with the battery shield and the cannons, because I wasn't sure if it's gonna be lings with roaches or lings, ling bane muta, or if it's gonna be ravagers straight up. So what happens is the battery shield helps you slow down that little push, and it keeps them from taking a base right off the bat. Plus all this is not gas unit. These are all mineral structures. So minerals, no gas means more void raids for me and oracles or phoenixes. So the fact that they shoot and I don't have to put gas involved, they're like my stalkers. Okay, all these little waits and stop and cool down, that's time. Right now he should be running to my base, going straight to my base. And it's because of these cannons that keep him from just going straight to my base, so it slows him down. So he's like, I need to take that base though. And he doesn't want to lose any road ravagers. So the fact that he's so careful on losing any ravagers to kill this is slowing down the push. So there goes the void raids ready to go. Always make sure you move with the void raids. Don't get stuck. What they like to do is stop, and then they throw the biles, and then you're over there thinking that everything's good. Oh, I'm just gonna go do my thing and let them kill everything. All of a sudden, they get shot down, and you're like, what? So always pay attention to your void raids. I'm supposed to make a pylon right here. Oof. Now the good thing is I recall. Whenever you get in this situation where there's a lot of lings and you got nothing but pros with no defense, you could use a pocket. So what you do is you get them all in this pocket, and while the void raids are doing the rest of the cleanup, the pocket will keep you safe. So, because what will happen is with those lings will do enough DPS to redrain all the battery shield real quick, and then you lose more probes. But if you stay in the pocket, it keeps the lings from doing overall damage to the point where the battery shields run out, and then they start nibbling on the probes now while the void raids are killing them. So use that pocket to hide when these situations happen. And so guess what? We got our void raids. He went very heavy ling roach ravagers. And we delayed the expansion for a little while. So what do? We go for the void raids into phoenixes, because now we know there's gonna be queens, and we gotta defend against the queens to try to do damage. So there goes the 2 queens got picked up. I pulled back. Another couple of phoenixes start coming. Remember, they get there quick. So now we're picking up more queens. The queens are the ones that are the problem for the first part. If you kill the queens, you're killing a lot of the creep, you're killing a lot of the injects, you're killing a lot of that pace, that fast pace that they like to do. So I'm just killing those queens. Now I switch it over to oracles. Once I see hydras, now it's oracle time, and the oracles do really good against the hydras. The hydras do pretty good against the phoenixes and the void raids if there's not a big count. So now we're going oracle because we're reacting to the phoenixes and to the hydras. Now he's gonna want to go check a third. Now we already know that he's not taking a third here. For one, we took a pylon just in case he decides to, but then we have to check over here to see if he's getting it. Now that we know, we kind of glanced at the count and was like, okay, that's not that many hydras. Pull back, you know, I give it a nice little poke again to see how many hydras again. I'm like, okay, that's not so many, but it's still enough for them to deal damage to me. So I'm gonna bring my oracles. So now that I have my oracles, I'm coming back to whittle down this army right here. So you see how the void raids and the phoenix and the oracles kind of work hand in hand to like pick up, whittle down the numbers to make it not so problematic for me. Because the main thing I'm going for is that hatchery. I'll leave this hatchery alone because as long as we stay on 2 base, both of us, it's way better in my favor. So keeping them on 2 bases, allowing them to take this base but kill enough queens, we did pretty good. And we didn't lose that many units for this. You need the planetary for in time. We will. In time, we're gonna be making a zealot mask. I need to smog my car to drive. I don't want to drive without a license with the tag expired. Gotta be a law-abiding citizen, you know. Yeah, I gotta do a smog. I was supposed to do a smog, but then the Rona kicked in, and the smog just my car expired right when the Rona kicked in. So I didn't drive my car. Then the battery died because I didn't turn it on enough. I turned it on a lot, but I skipped some. I lagged it, and it died. And so I had to get the battery. Now I have to drive it for I don't know how long, so I can get it smogged, and then get it, you know, all that good stuff. So I haven't been driving very much. By much, I mean Ubering it. That's all I've been doing is either Uber Eats, or Ubering to locations. I had to go to Uber to get my driver's license, my new driver's license. Because guess what? My driver's license expired the same time. I was like, what the hell? What coincidence? My driver's license expired and my tags are expired. I'm screwed, you know, so, you know, you can't. Yeah, happens. California, yeah. From California. Alright, so now you got the oracles. Now that we did a San Jose, oh, that's not that far. It's in Cali. So the oracles do a lot of damage, but because we're taking a base, we're using the oracle stasis for containment. So that way, if the hydras come in, they get divide and conquer, and we can keep the base longer and make some cannons. So this is kind of like what I do to defend and make cannons. So oracles are really good. They can go inside of base and tear down the enemy base really quick. So you just get right on top, hold position, and everything around it dies. Now, we did see him attacking us, and the oracles are very important. So you want to make sure you kill the layer and pull back. You don't want to like keep killing everything and then not have nothing to defend yourself with. So go back, recall, and just wipe everything up. And I was already going stalkers into Colossus, so that once the Colossus transition with stalkers, it's already too late. Especially the way that the Zerg is like, okay, well now I don't have no layer tech, and now I need a layer tech just to get the hive, and I can't upgrade because of that. So taking out the layer tech does slow down the tech. So eventually I'll come back and try to like whittle down the tech again, because I know that the layers slow down. If he wouldn't have hit me right away, I would have took out the pool after the layer, so that he has to make a pool just to make a layer again. And so that slows him down too. If I ever have an opportunity to take out the pool, then the layer, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh wait, I can't make a layer. Oh, my pool's dead. Shit, you know. Whereas if you take the layer out and then the pool, then he's like, oh wait, he took my layer. Now he's taking my pool. I need to make a layer before the pool dies. So taking the pool first and the layer usually is the best thing. But I had no choice in this case. He attacked me, and I had no time to spend my energy anywhere else but to take out that layer tech and pull back. But it wasn't a layer tech for the minerals. It was just for tech, just to keep them from the tech and the upgrades. You can't get upgrades without, you know, layer tech or hive tech. At least not 2/2 upgrades. So it slowed down their upgrades just a little bit more when you do that stuff. You don't need to go in from the main. You can go from the outside to take out a hatchery, because sometimes they have the spores all in the front by the minerals. And then it's already too late. I got stalkers ready to go. I blocked this area so you can't get inside the cannon part because this cannon's kind of protected. So I made sure you blocked it so that the lings had nowhere to go. They're gonna derp. They'd have to focus fire at this point. GG. Yeah, in time, in time. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go like into zoom mode.